What's up, guys? Thanks for coming back to another episode of Capital Talks, episode 2. So today, we'll start off. So today, there's a trending topic in the world today. Everyone's been on social media. They can see that there's a lot of violence against Asians and Muslims. We could just kind of wanted to like talk about that. You know, it's definitely not. It's a much more serious topic. Yeah. But me and Mo, you know, we can relate to that because our families are from that. So, Mo, what do you have to say about that?
I mean, it's been around for a while. I believe like everything's, you know, especially for like since 9/11, you know, even people that are not Muslim, like they were getting attacked, like sheiks. They wear things on their head.
What's sheiks?
Sheiks, yeah. They wear a turban in their head.
Okay, they're called sheiks.
They're not even Muslim, but they're getting attacked like back in the days because people thought they were Muslims, you know. But you know, even right now, I see a lot of like news about like a lot of Asians are getting attacked.
Yeah.
Even in their even in like Chinatown of their whatever country, it is, they're getting attacked there, which is crazy. And it's not just like it's older people especially.
Yeah,
like,
and that's the worst thing about it. It's just like you're attacking, you know, the older generation or, you know, elderly people. They can't really fight back. So I just thinking about it, you know, like I can relate to it very well, just because if someone were to attack my grandma or grandpa, like I'd be very, very hurt because I know that they have no power to fight back.
Yeah.
Just thinking about it, like why do you think that like this hate is coming from?
I don't know, man. I mean, it's not really about like they're not benefiting anything from it. They're not robbing them. They're just doing it because of their religion or race. Yeah. So it's kind of sad to see this, especially when it's, you know, because of someone's race here, basically attacking them, and some of them like they die, and it's kind of sad because like, you know, that's someone's grandmother, that's someone's mom, that's someone's like, you know, close family. Yeah. And these people have no remorse. And to be honest with you, whoever are doing it, if they catch anyone, I think they should go to jail for life. Because
I mean, that's murder.
Hatred. It's basically hatred.
Yeah, I mean, you're taking someone's life at the end of the day for like no specific reason. I mean, you're not robbing them. You're not gaining anything out of it. Yeah. You're just following a trend that is because other people are doing it. Doesn't mean it's right. Even if the first person that started is still not right. I just don't understand why it's catching on so much. You know, like catching fire, and people like there's a lot of I guess protests. I guess people on social media talking about it, and it's like definitely in the news. With how our social media is like working, you know?
Yeah.
And you know, I don't know, man. I don't really know what to think of it in terms of what's gonna happen. I mean, hopefully it stops.
I think it should. To be honest, it starts with like parenting. Like, you know, if you grew up in a family where the mom and the dad, they talk about how they hate it, like even Asians and you know, Muslim. If you think about it, they're gonna grow up in hating them. It's not kind of their fault sometimes because they're growing up in a world where they think it's normal to do that. So I think it starts with the parents. So if the parents are not strict on that, or they're allowing that, that's what causes it for the next generation to say, hey, it's okay to do that.
But you know? And it also just stems from a totality of just racism in general, or just hate crimes towards all races. Yeah. So going to that, like that's a general broad topic of, you know,
I'm sure we both got like bullied, like, you know, in high school, middle school, you know, because of our race and religion. I did, you know. Yeah. I mean, I got used to it. It was whatever after a while. Yeah. You know.
And not only that, I feel like in this day and age, like racism or just hate crimes towards any race is just normalized. It's not good. Yeah. It's just like if people just do it for no reason. Yeah. Well, we as a society have just like kind of accepted it, but there is a way to like rise up and to stop it. You know. Yeah. Exactly. Another thing, you know, in the world today is, you know, stimulus checks. Yeah. Well, I don't think you're getting a stimulus, huh? I mean, you make too much money.
I don't know, bro. I got it last time, which is weird. I got my stimulus check.
You got a stimulus?
Time. Yeah, $1,000.
So that means you're not that rich.
I don't know, bro. I think the IRS messed up. I don't know. Bro.
IRS messed up. All right, well, you know, teach its own. That stimulus, it's $1,400 this time around?
Yeah, $1,400 each person. So like, if someone has 5 kids, they're getting a lot of money, including
so $1,400 for each kid.
Yeah, everyone is getting $1,400.
But thinking about like how the stimulus, we're getting a stimulus because inflation is happening across, you know, our country. Cost of goods, especially like groceries, anything you want to buy nowadays, like the cost, the price of $1 is rising.
Yeah.
You can only get, especially with gas too. Like we can kind of see it, and it's happening at a very rapid rate.
What do you think people should do with their $1,400 check?
Well, me personally, I'd spend it on shoes. I'm just kidding. No, but no, I would, for the stimulus, you're getting this amount, and you can spend it however you like. But if you want to use it to invest into things that help your growth or to learn new things, I think you can invest it into things that make you more money. I think that's optimal.
Yeah, I think people should start, especially people who doesn't have good credit and they cannot afford credit repair. At least $1,000 should go towards the credit repair, because I feel like that's gonna set them up to have more money in the future, because they can get a larger credit line or open up another business and business credit and all of that. I think good portion to go is for their credit.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I didn't even think about that. I thought it more so like stocks or investing into courses or any type of self-development type of thing. That could work too. But I think that's a great, going towards the credit route is more concrete in terms of, okay, now you have your credit fixed, because we have a lot of clients that come to us and wanting to open our store, but they don't have proper credit funding, and that's the first step we tell them to take. They need to get that right, because not only that, it opens yourself up to different types of businesses that you can do, whatever that may be.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, even if you have okay credit, you can invest into a trade line with that money and get your history up and everything. I think that'll be like a better option. So another trending topic we want to talk about, you currently is vaccinated, right?
I got the first dose.
First dose?
People are saying there's a whole bunch of side effects. The first dose, it wasn't really, there was just soreness the first day. The second dose is scheduled in a 3-week period. So I've heard that after the second dose, you have more side effects. Like, you're basically getting a mini type of coronavirus implanted in you.
So did you get sick?
No, I didn't get the second dose yet, but apparently the second dose is supposed to make you more sick. Like, you have to have fever, headaches, and chills or whatever. But it's dependent on the person.
Yeah. Did you think you got COVID before?
I mean, I feel like I've gotten sick before, but not to I've gotten sick in that period of the pandemic, but not to the point where it was, extreme.
Gotcha. I think I got mild side of COVID before, because I couldn't taste anything. This was a couple of months ago. I went to Miami. Miami's kind of like a ratchet right now.
Miami's no mask.
So I came back. I was feeling a little bit sick, and I think I got the one that was not really. It was the mild side, basically. Yeah.
Yep. And also with the COVID, the vaccine too. What do you think? I know there's people in this world that are against it. Some people are for it. What do you think about that?
What?
In terms of the society, we've lived through the pandemic, but some people are still against it. They don't want to get the vaccine because they say, it's a tracking chip, or it's not real, it's a scam.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I mean, it's one of those things, right, where it's brand new, right? It's one of the first iPhone badges coming out. Okay. They're usually not good, right? And the same thing with if you think about it, smoking, right? A lot of people don't know if you smoke cigarette, what the causes of it after 10, 20 years. Yeah. Right now, people who base and smokes with e-cigarette, they don't even know the long-term effect of it, right? So I'm just gonna wait it out to see how it plays out, and then I'm gonna get the vaccine.
Yeah. Me personally, I got it just because if I knew that there was a way to prevent COVID for I'm not so worried about myself, but for my family and my close ones, if I got it, I know that I'm potential risks to them. So that was one of the reasons. If there's a way, taking that route to take the vaccine, to prevent me from getting COVID, even if it's true or not, it's a solution to that problem. So that's why I took the initiative to take it.
Yeah.
But what's another trending topic is you mentioned this, you saw on your social media.
Yeah.
Americans causing chaos in other countries. You want to speak about that?
Yeah, I seen. Excuse me.
Take the floor. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Prepare.
Yeah, I seen. I seen a lot of people complaining about one of my friends. He lives in Puerto Rico. He was complaining how a lot of Americans are going there right now because of they want to go out and go on vacation, and it's just they're causing chaos over there. You know, being ratchet as you know. So that's the American thing to do. Yeah. And the thing is that you have to respect the other culture, guys, when you go on vacation in other countries. Because think about it. If someone comes to America and they're not following the rules, you're not going to be happy, you know? Like, for example, like if they're not following any traffic rules causing accidents, we're not going to be happy. Same thing goes with other countries. Just because we're Americans, you can't be like, oh, we're up high, you know, we can do anything. I feel like that's what a lot of people think when they go to other countries because they have a little bit of money, you know. But, you know, respect each culture. You know, when you go to vacation places, especially like when I go, I respect like everything they have, you know, like the beach and anything, so you don't like, you know, throw any like cans in the water or like, you know, just good be a good human being. That's it. That's people are asking for us. Yeah,
because when you go to another country, like at the end of the day, it depends on what you want to do. You know, like if you go there to just party and wild out, like you could, but at the end of the day, you know, you have to like, if you want to go there to indulge in the culture and seeing how they live. With America too, I mean, do you think that America is the greatest country to live in?
Right now, I don't think so.
No. So what's the greatest country to live in right now?
To be honest with you, I'll live in Dubai.
Dubai.
It's way more protective. I mean, Dubai is very safe right now.
Okay.
Because to be honest with you, like even though I get pulled over in the United States, I don't feel safe. I get like anxiety.
If you get pulled over?
Yeah, I get like anxiety or like it feels like I did something wrong. When you see a cop, you're supposed to feel safe.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
it's a police officer. But I don't think you even feel the same way.
I mean, I actually got pulled over like 2 times in the past month. And I mean, I felt pretty safe. I mean, as long as one of the times I got pulled over, it was at nighttime, so it was like, you know, 11 o'clock. You know, it's dark. So I think that, you know, as long as you're compliant and making sure that you're not making any sudden movements, then you're good. Because you know, when the cop pulled me over, I was like, oh, can I reach in my glove box? Because I have to get my insurance and everything, right? And like if you're compliant with that, and respectful to the officer, knowing that, you know, his life could be on the line, then I think that you're good. Do you think that because of the fact that, you know, you're a minority in America, that there's a reason why you don't feel as safe?
Well, when I was a cop for a little bit, there's a lot of cops I knew, they were kind of like trigger happy. Okay. I don't know if you know what that means, but yeah. So like a lot of people wanted kind of like action in their job because they're, you know, they don't really get to do much. There's a lot of paperwork when you're a cop, but I felt like also minority is a thing too. So like when it comes to that, you know, when I get pulled over, I think about like all the people that get shot for like no reason. You know, I know that's like a small percentage that could happen, but it's just like a lot of people. There's so many things that could go wrong when you get pulled over. You know, they could see a thing and it's not the gun, or you know, if you misheard them, or you know, it's just like I just don't know. Like I feel like in other countries, like we actually feel safe when we see a cop. You know, when we see a cop here, we get afraid. Even when like a cop is behind you, he's not pulling you over. You're like, fuck, like did I do anything? You know, like that's like you shouldn't be feeling like that. You know, especially in a country like this.
And also with how, you know, the news about we've all seen the news with the cops and police brutality, stuff like that. It's definitely one of those topics that is still talked about. Also with, you know, some countries, I don't know, some cities maybe let go some of their cops because of they pay or something, or
I mean it happens a lot, you know, because of, you know, what's happening right now. People's salary goes down, so you know, I know some cops like literally they quit their job and they're making way more money driving Uber. No?
Yeah, they're not paying. You know, definitely the cities are not paying their cop enough. And that's why the cops are kind of, I don't know, maybe it can connect to why they could be maybe trigger happy. I mean, I don't want to put any accusations out there, but it's just a thought. What else? Another thing that's been on my mind recently is the law of attraction. How do you define law of attraction?
Law of attraction, I think if you speak about something that you really want to do, you should like always like write it down, and you should like follow it through, set up like small goals to hit that big goal. You know, have a tunnel vision of what do you want to do in that goal. So I think that's how I see it. Definitely law of attraction, I also feel like having the right people around you to hit those goals is very important. Because if you have negative people, right, you're just gonna stay around negative people. I saw this video where this guy was talking about where if you grew up in, like, let's say in the hood, you want to get a job where there's like a nicer place, so you're meeting like successful people. If you stay within that area, you're not really gonna go anywhere, so you're attracting that. Let's say you go to let's say you go to Summerlin, you go work in Summerlin. There's a lot of successful people in Summerlin, right? Yeah. So you're meeting all these people, you know, people pulling out their black card to pay at Starbucks. You're like, damn, what does he do for a living? You gotta kind of like see those things, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. It definitely goes to show like your environment definitely can craft who you are as a person. Who you're surrounding yourself with. Like, it's such a cliche thing to say though. You know, you hear it all the time, you know, on social media, whether you're scrolling through your feed and people are having all these motivational stuff about you know, surround yourself with the right people and stuff like that. But it's like so true. Because I can kind of go through my journey, like working with this business. I can kind of see, like, I manifested everything in my mind. You know, before we even started working together with Big Brain too. I saw it like, you know, 2 months, 3 months down the line. I can see where we are. I envisioned this where we are right now. In my mind 2 months ago. And for me, that's why law of attraction was such I was talking to my girlfriend about it last night. I was like I applied it and I made it happen, and I'm like, I just got to execute. You know, everything starts in your mind first. If you want something, let's say you want to be a millionaire, right? You know, a lot of people with the law of attraction, people are going to say, oh, it's not working because I envisioned myself to be a millionaire, but they don't take the steps to do it. It doesn't work like that. It's not like a genie. You know, you don't just make a wish and it happens. Otherwise, everyone would be rich.
Exactly.
But what I like about the law of attraction is, like, it's so true in essence, where you have to think about it first and you have to picture yourself in that scenario. If you don't picture it, you know, how is it going to happen? You have to have that vision before you can make it like a reality, you know?
True.
Yeah, that's my thought on law of attraction.
And that's the thing, like, I like that you always follow through. I think we rescheduled like twice before we even met up for the first time after the podcast that we did. And it was just like, after that, you still hit me up, you know? So it wasn't like, I meet a lot of people like that. There's like, you meet up and it's like, okay, bye. You know what I mean? There's like no attraction to it, you know what I mean? Like, what you did was
pun.
So what you did, you followed up, you kept following up, and we met up again, and then we started working, and you really showed that, you know, you really wanted to do this. You know, I'll be honest with you, I had other people I wanted to work with, but you stood out the most. And I was like, all right, let's do this, run it, you know? And 2 months from now,
here we are. We're doing we're running talk shows now. We're creating all these videos. We're pushing out content like crazy. In terms of like your personal story, like has law of attraction been evident in your life before you become an entrepreneur? Like, you know, when you're working at Apple and stuff.
Yeah, of course. Like, you know, working at Apple and also like studying, like, you know, I had, you know, almost like 3 jobs at once, going to school for the last semester. It was really tough, you know, but it still pushed through, finished school. And there's a lot of like small goals I set up, you know, like getting a job at Tesla because I really wanted to, you know, work there, and then selling certain amount of cars, or hitting a bonus, right? So all those things like kind of build up to where I'm today. And then, you know, also like my past experience, you know, I kind of I always say my past experience as into the law of attraction, because I feel like if you think about like where we came from, right, and where you are now, it kind of humbles you, right? And it kind of humbles you, like, okay, you're not comfortable, you want to do more too, you know, at the same time. So that's what I love about law of attraction, because it's so many ways that you can be relatable to it.
Did you envision like this, like where you are in your life now? Did you envision it 3 or 4 years ago? Did you say like, oh, I can reach that?
3 or 4 years ago, I did, because I really wanted things for myself. But if you ask me like 5 years ago, no. 5 years ago, I just wanted to be a police officer and save up enough money to buy a GTR. That's it. That's all I imagined.
And it happened though. Like,
it happened.
So like that's how it depends all on your thoughts. Like if you envision this and you take the necessary steps to get there, then like without a doubt you should be able to get there. It's just the time how long it's gonna take is totally dependent on how much you execute, you know?
It's so crazy. Like I was looking at, each job, like what I could get, how with my degree, what kind of job I could get, and then to see if I'll make enough money to get a GTR. And I could buy a GTR almost every week. Like, it's crazy.
Can you buy me one?
You want to buy one?
Can you buy me one?
I'll put a down payment on it.
Okay, works for me.
I'll put a down payment.
I have a good credit. So.
Yeah, let's do it. You want to buy mine?
I would buy yours right now. Yeah.
Let's do
All right,
it.
let's go.
Guys.
Thank you guys for watching. That was another episode of our talk show, Capital Talks. If you guys have any thoughts or new ideas that you might, you want us to talk about for next week, drop them in the comment, and then we'll consider it, and then maybe we'll talk about what you guys want to hear about.
Yeah.
That's it, and we'll see you guys next week.
Peace.